want more money, if you want better relationships, better energy, better body, all of these things can be managed if you understand these three things. This is what I'm going to share with you today. If you don't know who I am, my name is Matt Petruso. I own an insurance agency, I own a real estate investment company, and I basically created a life completely on my terms, how I wanted it to be, and I'm sharing with you how I have learned certain things along the path of meeting with over 10,000 senior citizens, getting fired from my 9-to-5 job, and these have been a lot of things that I have learned along the way that hopefully can save you a bit of time, a bit of headache, and a bit of stress about how you actually can live a good life. So I'm specifically talking about managing three things today. If you can manage these three things and become masters at managing these three things, you will master the game. What these are very, very vital, because most people do not take the time to understand the foundational keys of the most important things of their life, which is obviously your energy, your vitality, your body, your mentality, your health, all of these things, as well as your money, as well as your surroundings, your environment, right? These are the main key pieces: your relationships, your money, and your body, right? And your mind. These are the foundational pieces. However, so many people focus on the wrong thing. All you have to do is master the foundations. The reason why I say this is because literally, I like to drink some energy drinks. I like to have a Red Bull every now and then. I like to eat ice cream. I don't necessarily follow the diets of what people should do, right? But I've had a six-pack for the last 20 some years. It's because I understand the foundation of how to manage my body, how to manage my mind. And most people will try and focus on micro details, and they haven't even mastered the macros yet. Like, people will come up to me and say, "Oh, well, that's a bad drink. You shouldn't be drinking energy drinks and all this other stuff." I go, no. Are you having the results that you desire? Because if not, then don't give me any advice, because most people are not understanding the foundational piece of the most important thing about your health is managing your macronutrients and your calories, right? So if you understand your macros and your movement, so I call it the macros and your movement. So the first thing for your body and your mind is if you can manage your movement and your macros, which basically maintains how you look, how you feel, and how you move throughout the world, right? So you want to be able to move with energy, you want to move with vitality, you want to look good, feel good, and do all those things. So if you can manage your macros and your movement, then if you have the ideal, energy and body that you desire, then you can start focusing on the micro details of like, oh, little here and there, I shouldn't be eating that, that's not clean, blah, 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 bullshit, who cares? If you don't master your macros and your movement, nothing else matters. All the micro shit will not matter if you do not understand how to master your macros, your macronutrients, and your movement. Master those two things. That is the foundation of your mind and body. So if you can master that, then you can move on. So the next thing is your money. If you can manage your money, you can manage all. The great quote from Will Durant said, "History shows us that the men who can manage people can only manage people who can only manage things. And the men who can manage money manage all." So it's very vital. So it doesn't matter how much money you make, it's being able to manage the money properly to live the life on your terms. I know many people that are constantly making more and more money and thinking, how do I make more money? How do I make more money? And they haven't mastered the foundation of how to manage their money so they don't have to worry about money. That is the first thing that you have to understand. How can I manage the money that I have and currently make, whatever it may be, so I do not need money? And then money then becomes no longer this thing of scarcity. It becomes a joy to go out and get it, because you know how to manage it. So every time you get it, you do not spend it and live paycheck to paycheck, overextend yourself. Most people don't do this because they focus on the minutia. They think about, oh, how can I make more money? Well, yes, of course, you will figure out how to make more money. But the best way to make more money is when you come from a place of abundance. If you come from a place of scarcity, you're always going to be focusing on, I need more money to pay the bills, or I need more money to pay this thing. It's coming from a place of need versus a place of want. I want to make more money. I want to provide. But once you get out of needs, right, then you can start focusing on the micro details. So you have to manage and understand the foundational key of money is to how do I manage it so I don't have to worry about needing money. So if you can focus on that first, then you can worry about everything else. I hate when people come up to me and ask me about how to make more money and they haven't learned how to manage their money first. If you can't manage your money, do not move on to the next stage, okay? Foundation first, then work into the details. So learn how to master your money. All right, so that's the second thing, the foundation. So we have obviously we know how to manage our macronutrients and our movement. Secondly, our money, we know how to manage our money so we don't need it. It becomes a thing that we want. It's no longer a need. I know how to manage my money so I'm not overextending myself. Then I have the foundation. So that's the second. And then the last piece is your lifestyle and relationships. If you do not know how to manage your lifestyle and relationships, everything else is shit, right? If you don't know what money is for, well then it will be used for whatever somebody else manipulates or persuades you to spend it on, right? So if you can master how you want your life to be and the energy and the relationships that you want, then you can master that foundational key. But how do you do that? You do that by actually not focusing on other people, but focusing on yourself. So this is where most people get wrong. They try and have better relationships by getting better people in their life. That's okay, you can do that, but the foundational piece is working on yourself. If you become the person that is attractive and doesn't need anything, same thing with money. If you become the person that does not need, if you become the person that is valuable, you become the person that's capable, you are the person that has the standards of high quality and high respect and all of these good, character traits, then you no longer have to worry about attracting the right people or going out and finding the right people. They will be drawn to you. So you have to become the person to master the foundation of the relationships. The relationships in your lifestyle is not where you go, is not who you meet, it is who you are. If you do not master who you are, the environment, the people won't matter at all because you're still the same negative person, right? And that is the most foundational piece that people get wrong. They try and avoid or take people out of their life, but they never focus on working on themselves. If you can master yourself, then you can master the world. Because I don't care where I'm at, if I'm in Pennsylvania, Florida, Mexico, Colombia, Spain, Italy, wherever it may be, I'm the same person internally, so I can enjoy myself wherever I'm at. It doesn't matter where I'm at, but the most important piece is now when I go those places, because I am at peace, I like myself, then I can now radiate the type of people that I want in my life. So you must become a master at these three things. So let's do it. Let's go over again. The foundational piece for all of your life has to master three areas, which is obviously your mind and body, your wealth, which is your money, and then obviously your relationships and lifestyle. So how do we do that? So we manage our body and mind by the foundational keys of understanding how do you want to move, how do you want to feel, right? Your movement and your macros. Your macros will make up how you look and how you feel. If you do not understand this, you will not don't worry about anything else until you have mastered your macros and how you want to move, okay? Secondly, once you have moved on to the money section, now we know how to manage our money. Doesn't matter how much money you make. If you are living paycheck to paycheck and you need money at the end of the month, I don't care. You have not mastered the foundation of managing your money, so you do not need it, okay? So master how to manage it so you do not need it and you can make more money. That's the next step, but you have to manage it first. And lastly, the last piece is the lifestyle and relationships. The lifestyle and relationships, it does not matter who you are with if you are not the person that radiates that type of positive energy. So you must focus on yourself to become the best version, and then you will then radiate the type of energy to attract the high quality women, men, business partners. All those things will be because of you. So stop focusing on the minutia of what most people don't even understand, and start focusing on the foundational pieces, and you will master the game, and you will be ahead of 99.9% of people on the planet. Okay? Hopefully this was helpful. I'm just taking a beautiful drive in my Maserati. So it's a beautiful day, and I am here to help share with you what I have learned and how to master those foundational pieces. So if you thought this was helpful, like, comment, subscribe, follow me over on Instagram, MOVMATT, and I will talk to you soon. Peace.